Alright, in this super short video, we're going to talk about applying the distributive property to factor out the greatest common factor. So, step number one with our problems is copy it down. So, in your notes, let's copy this down. 16g plus 20h. Alright. So, we have two terms. We have a g term and we have an h term. We cannot combine like terms because you can only combine a g term with a g term and an h term with an h term. So what do we do? How do we simplify this? Well, let's look at our coefficients. Remember that word? It's these numbers that work with our variables by multiplication. And we're looking for a common factor. So this goes way back to figuring out the greatest common factor of 16 and 20. Remember how we did this? We list all of the numbers that divide the smallest of the two numbers. And then we're going to check to see which biggest of those also divides into 20. So let's list the numbers that divide 16. We have 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. Those are all the numbers that divide 16. So now let's start with 16. Does 16 divide into 20? No. Does 8 divide into 20? No. Does 4 divide into 20? Yes. 4 times 5 is 20. So they have the number 4 in common, and it happens to be the greatest number in common. So what we're going to do is put that number outside the parentheses. Now, what we do is we check our original problem, and we figure out what multiplies back to our original problem. So 4 times what is 16g? Well, I know that 4 times 4 is 16, so 4g should give me 16g. And 4 times what gives me 20g, or 20h rather. I know it's going to be 4 times 5 is 20, and I'm going to put an h there. So I can check here by multiplying it out again. 4 times 4g is 16g, and 4 times positive 5h is 20h. So my final answer is 4 parentheses 4g plus 5h.